President Trump's legal team plots next move following the North Korea summit. As he flew back from the historic North Korea summit, a euphoric President Donald Trump worked the phones, calling key lawmakers to tell them what happened inside his meeting with Kim Jong-un, which Trump deemed a success. But he also made less celebratory calls to his lawyers to discuss what he faces next, a potential showdown with Robert Mueller over his willingness to answer the special counsel's questions about the Russia investigation. The president's legal team is already assembled in Washington, eager to sit down with their client to game out the next major move in anticipation of a meeting with the special counsel, either later this week or next week. They are involved in a high-stakes confrontation with Mueller, one that could eventually result in a subpoena of the president. Their legal jockeying comes as Trump is increasingly lashing out against the special counsel and midterm elections that could upend the balance of power in Washington. Draw nearer. We want to close this deal as much as we can, and we want to see what he thinks is important because we really haven't had a chance to have a relaxed conversation with him in a few weeks, Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani told CNN in a phone interview. The most important thing we need right now is his input, Giuliani said, adding that the legal team hopes this will happen by Thursday. While the president still entertains the possibility of sitting down with Mueller, most of his legal team remains skeptical, according to multiple sources with knowledge. I think he would like to testify in a situation in which we tell him it's fair and he's going to be received objectively, Giuliani said. I think he still wants to carve out a way in which he can testify. And I think it is our job to figure out a way we can do that. If the president refuses an interview with Mueller's office, prosecutors could then use a grand jury to subpoena him to testify under oath. Some of his attorneys are betting that Mueller, who may not want to prolong the investigation, will not want to issue a subpoena to compel the president's testimony, especially while talks are ongoing. As one source with knowledge put it, they may not want to subpoena him, and Trump's lawyers don't want the president to sit for an interview, so they're in a bit of a limbo. Trump's lawyers, according to multiple sources, don't want to put him in a situation where he could, even unwittingly, perjure himself. Giuliani has even publicly said that the president shouldn't testify because our recollections keep changing. Trump could also sit for an interview and decline to answer questions, but that would present political challenges. His legal team understands that it would be politically unpalatable for a president to plead his Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate himself, especially since the president himself said in 2016, "The mob takes the Fifth. If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment?"